Instructions from fire control. Target ready, bearing 010. Advance when ready. Target bearing dead ahead. Lock on. Direct hit. That's 4 for 4. Outstanding. Tell us, Spokes, what makes you so darn accurate?
Good peripheral vision, solid grounding in trigonometry, nerves of steel, and balloon tires help.
Speaking of balloons, what if we made our project something to do with the weather? Like, what happens when you lick a ski pole in sub-zero temperatures? No way.
Give me the list.
Our story begins here, on the planet Earth, back in the year 1995. At that time, two students who were also best friends were discussing plans for an upcoming science and engineering fair in the physics lab of their high school.
This thing is due on Friday. I mean, how can they possibly expect us to come up with something decent in only 2 days?
We've known about it for 4 months now.
Oh, yeah.
Facing a science fair in 48 hours with nothing in their minds, Alex and Rose were ripe for adventure, and little though they knew, they were about to embark on one.
Rose, what if we built a telephone that fit right into a hole in your tooth? You see, it's portable, and it's convenient. It's the Moeller phone, eh?
And if you were a payphone, would you have to swallow quarters?
I'm serious, Rose. I mean, the telecommunications industry is one of the most innovative industries on this planet. I think they're ready for the Moeller phone. I know I am.
But Alex was wrong. Nobody was ready for the Moeller phone, just yet.
How about a papier-mâché volcano that spews red food color?
We did that last year.
Oh, yeah.
And the year before that.
Oh, yeah.
As luck would have it, while Alex Bell and Rose Todd noodled their perplexing problem, a 2040 Timehopper two-door with 2 teenagers on board was passing through an adjacent space-time continuum. The Timehopper, the Model T Ford of time machines, had already locked on to its destination and was heading back to the year 1895 when a teeny-tiny programming error stopped it dead 100 years too soon, in the year 1995. And that is how Bell and Todd's excellent adventure really began.
Errol, you K-on, what happened? You told me 10 more minutes.
Don't blame me, Conehead. You plugged in the coordinates.
But you're the navigator. It's 10 years a minute. That ride should have taken 15 minutes. It took only 5.5.
Hi there.
We're looking for Alexander Bell.
I'm Alexander.
Aha! Guess old Hawkeye Thibodeau brought us in on target, eh? Eh?
I'm Carol. This is Errol. We're the Thibodeau twins.
Oh, I'm Alex Bell, and this is my friend Rose Todd.
Oh, terrific. Look, could we borrow you for a few moments? We've got this science fair project due, well, any minute now, and we want to do this little bit about the invention of the telephone. We were wondering if you could come in and give a little talk.
I don't know that much about telephones.
You humble little guy, you. You invented the telephone.
He had nothing to do with it.
Aren't you Alexander Graham Bell?
No, I'm Alexander Ragtime Bell.
Doofus.
You're about 100 years late.
And you call yourself a navigator. Last year we were supposed to go to England in 1966 to see the Beatles. He took us back to 1666 and we landed in the middle of the Great Fire of London.
Yeah. I always get 9s and 6s confused.
Then what year are you from?
2050. Oh, this accelerator. It's solar powered, speeds up our brain processes.
This is the biggest kitchen I've ever seen.
Errol hasn't seen a lot of sun lately.
Once the Thibodeaus realized that they'd landed in the wrong century, there was nothing to do but improvise. Without enough fuel to stage another backward hop, the Wiley twins invited their two new friends for a trip forward in time, on the condition that Alex pretend to be Alexander Graham Bell for a few minutes.
This will work. He looks exactly like old AG. It's uncanny. Really.
Oh, come on. Maybe we'll get an idea up there we can use for our project.
I don't know him. I mean, they say you shouldn't mess with time.
Hey, don't worry about it, bud. Your chance of being turned to solar ash is extremely low.
I'm with the odds. Come on, Alex.
Kiss your loved ones goodbye, space puppy. We gotta go.
Is, this really necessary?
Not unless you want to get beamed aboard without your elbows.
We're history!
Secure your chair to the bulkhead, Rose. With Bonehead here navigating, you never know where we might be headed. This trip should take about 5 minutes.
Timer on. Stand by to stand by.
Will I roger your standby to stand by?
Will I Roger your Roger? Dudes, you have to say Roger.
Oh, sorry. Roger.
Yeah, right. Roger.
Time Hopper 1, firing now!
We're history!
I wish you'd stop saying that.
You okay?
Yeah, sure. Just a little scared for a second there, that's all. This is quite the machine you have.
Well, we're always a little in awe of things we don't understand. One person's technological dream is another's nightmare. But you don't have to be an Eisenstein to understand that. You just have to be an ordinary person who's willing to learn.
Shouldn't that be Einstein? Albert Einstein?
No. Eisenstein, Agnes Eisenstein, dentist. In 2025, she got the Nobel Prize for inventing the molar phone.
The molar phone?
Yeah, fits in your tooth. It's ingenious.
While Alex and Rose found the Time Hopper to be a wonderful toy, it was, of course, no more than the simple combining of existing technologies that had made time travel possible. Time travel is based on the theory of the holographic nature of matter. Holography of the 1960s and 70s led directly to the teletransportation experiments of the 2020s, and then to the time travel developments of the 2030s. One thing leads to another.
You better put these on.
Now what?
They're video goggles. State of the art. We can screen the entire history of engineering and technology right from the discovery of the wheel.
Which was about a week before the discovery of the flat tire.
Watch, you'll need to know this stuff.
All I see is a lot of static.
Me too.
The last last 100 years, known as the century of science and engineering, are almost at a close. And so we look back fondly at some of the developments in technology which have shaped the way we live. 1947, the portable telephone is invented. The world isn't ready for it. 1950, color television hits and hits big, using the triple gun cathode ray tube. 1962, the French unveil the world's first solar-powered research station. 1968, the old transistor radio puts the top 40 in your pocket. Teenagers are ready for it. 1971, satellite direct dial connects the ends of the Earth together. 1974, the push-button telephone goes into general circulation, making it easier for toddlers to call long distance by mistake. 1979, Canada becomes the first country to operate a fully functioning satellite TV broadcasting service. 1985, the cellular telephone is introduced. Now there's something to do besides swear at other drivers in a traffic jam.
Did you know about all this stuff?
Yeah, sure.
Most of these aren't inventions by geniuses. Lots of people were involved. Hey, we're talking teams here.
Yeah, it ain't like Alexander Graham Bell's day.
1999, a team of high school graduates discover a way of operating superconductors at room temperatures, proving once again that you don't have to be an Agnes Eisenstein to work in the sciences. 2010, 6 women engineers perfect the smog bounce packet radio, communicating around the world by bouncing messages off particles of dust. 2025, the molar phone is voted the most nifty invention of the decade. An orthodontist and engineer, Agnes Eisenstein, at 20 years of age, achieves world renown.
I can't believe I missed out on this. She's only 20.
You could still invent it. She won't even be born for another 10 years.
Beginning to feel like Marty McFly.
2030, new telepathic communication techniques finally make it possible for humans to talk to whales and dolphins.
Captain Carroll has switched on the seatbelt signs, boys and girls. And in a few moments, we'll probably be crashing to our deaths in 10th century Europe.
Stand by, we're just about there.
What do you want me to do there? You haven't told me a thing.
Just act like Alexander Graham Bell. The judges will ask you a few simple questions, and then they'll move on. Zero stress. Relax.
And assume the position.
Come on, you guys.
Your attention, please. Shuttles for Bangkok, Helsinki, and Ulaanbaatar will be leaving from the gym door in 5 minutes. Students are asked to have their auto-charge chips ready. A boa constrictor has been found in the boys' washroom. Would the owner please report to the principal's office?
The most ingenious feature of the molar phone is its ability to interpret sound patterns produced by the clacking of the teeth. Twice for redial, and 3 times for call waiting.
Come on, we're on the far side of the hall.
But wait, what do you want me to say?
Just say that you were unusual for your time. You realized that science and engineering were important in everyday life, but no one else did.
But that's not true. There were tons of people who cared about science in Alexander Graham's time, just like in the 20th century.
Give me a break. No one in the 20th century cared. What about all the kids who dropped their math and science courses? It wasn't till our generation that engineering and science were even seen as important.
Not half arrogant, eh?
We know now that science is a part of all you do. It's not just something you drop out of in school. If you can admit that none of you realize that, the judges will be kind.
But it's not true. Alex, for God's sakes.
Carol, I'm a little concerned about the approach here. I mean, I think our generation was a little brighter than you're making out.
You guys were leaving school in droves. Technology was a part of your everyday life, but you chose to ignore it. You dumped sciences. You steered away from engineering. You got degrees in things like floor hockey. Right? Hardly.
Hey man, great t-shirt.
Huh?
But shouldn't that be Eisenstein?
Alex,
Nice.
do you need me over there?
No. I'll catch you later.
Ow. Ah. Quick, the judges are right next door. Just look 70, will ya?
Look, I'm really not comfortable with this.
Just don't say anything stupid.
Errol and Carol Thibodeau?
Yes, Your Majesties. That's us.
And who's this person?
Why, it's Alexander Bell. Didn't you recognize him?
Paleontologists have recently discovered fossil evidence that the first science fair in history was probably held about 10,000 years ago, around the time that mastodons were dying out for lack of woolly underwear. In the crude science fairs of the time, humanoids would gather in school gyms to build papier-mâché models of volcanoes that spewed red food coloring. The science fair has remained a school tradition ever since.
How can you say your contemporaries cared about science? It wasn't true. All they cared about was profit and leisure. The Industrial Revolution polluted the atmosphere, and you did nothing to clean it up.
Hey, I tried to clean it up. I recycled.
Your century was the same as the one before it. You rejected hard work, you shunned knowledge, and those people who did like science, you called them...
Nerds.
I never called anyone a nerd.
Right up until the end of the 20th century, your young people kept dropping out of math and the sciences, tossing away their options.
Still taking physics.
Thibodeau twins, I'm sorry. Your guest is fascinating, but our objections to the values of his time outweigh our amusement at his being here as a part of your project. Good day.
Gee, is this something I said?
Well, bird brain. Was your idea to pick up this gutless wimp? I can't believe I listened to you.
Well, if you hadn't plugged in the wrong coordinates, we would have got the real Alexander Bell, and he probably wouldn't have chickened out like that.
Chicken out? I didn't chicken out.
Well, you're hardly a debating champ, are you, Alex? You let the judges walk all over you, and we ended up with the thumbs down. Maybe they're right. Your generation lacked smarts. Like you.
Yeah.
They call me a wimp.
Gutless wimp.
Well, maybe they're right.
Well, that's a great attitude.
What?
I don't believe you.
What?
We work our butts off all year taking science courses. Physics, chemistry, maths, biology, trig. And you pass it off as if it didn't matter.
I think it matters.
Then say so, Alex. Tell them. It's important. We're working hard and we deserve respect.
What should I do?
Do what you do best. Say what you feel.
Thanks, Rose. Hey there. Hey, you judges. Hey! 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 I'm Alexander Bell. But I'm not Alexander Graham Bell. I'm Alexander Ragtime Bell. It was a joke, my father's. And I'm not from the 1890s, I'm from the 1990s. And I'm here in your century by mistake. But I'm glad I came because it was worth it to see how wrong your view of history is. You think we were backward. I mean, you think we treated scientists like nerds and weirdos. Well, that is a crock. In my time, we knew humanity was served by technology. I mean, we took sciences in school, but our courses were optional because we believed that something you choose is a lot more precious than something that you're forced to do. The homework was heavy, and the courses were hard, but we stuck it out. Didn't we, Rose?
You bet we stuck it out. And for good reason. We knew the good jobs were available in the engineering industries, with good pay and great working conditions. And anyone who wanted to be part of a team could. Didn't matter if you're a man or a woman, or what your background was. We knew the value of technology then, and we can prove it.
We can?
You bet we can. Look around you. All of you. Go on, look. You think you did this all alone? Wrong. There isn't one invention in this room that didn't get started in a previous century. That solar skateboard never would have happened if the French hadn't conducted solar research in the 1960s.
Or that hologram player. It's a direct steal from the CD player, which was based on the laser, which was invented a century ago. Even the molar phone. I mean, without Alexander Graham Bell, way back in 1876, it would have been nothing but a toothache. Everything in this room is the same. You see, we're talking about teamwork. Science and engineering are like that.
Teamwork. Not just across rooms or nations or oceans, but across generations. One idea building on another. With ordinary people like me and Alex. And Errol and Carol. And all of you here. Plugging away. Being part of the future by caring about the present.
We're just average students. I mean, Rose struggles with her math, and I cram all night just to pass physics. The two of us, we're no Agnes Eisensteins. But we have technology in our everyday lives. And we're proud of it. So I think we deserve a little more credit. And so do Errol and Carol. Most triumphant.
I told you they were winners.
I knew all along they'd be fine.
Congratulations, sis.
Congratulations, bro.
Whoa!
And so the great adventure ended, with Alex and Rose about to head home forever, with only their memories as keepsakes.
So we're agreed. It's the telepathy with dolphins idea we're doing for the fair?
Yeah, and it can really work, right?
We saw proof.
It's too bad we didn't have a chance to buy something. From the future, I mean. You know, to remember it by.
Oh, yeah.
Look, I better hit the library for a while. I gotta go.
Okay. Alex, This better be our little secret, right?
Absolutely. Hi, Mom. It's Alex. Yeah, I'm gonna be a little late for dinner tonight. Okay.